Welcome, everyone. Today we reveal a bizarre story. Old Jin's hospital checkup was fine, but suddenly blood leaked from his eye. What a wild turn. It's known as Nipple Woman in Japan. Seeing this snake, anyone would fall gravely ill. Old Jin decides to find the dead snake and ask Yueling to perform an exorcism, hoping to save the woodworker. Getting up, he feels his shovel hit wood. Pulling back, he finds a coffin. What a surprise. Old Jin has seen layered burials, but upright in the ground. That's a first. He quickly calls his buddies. This is new. Halfway through digging, they find iron spikes. To deter opening or to prevent escape, the coffin is nearly 3 meters long. Bizarre, but as night falls, let's haul it down ASAP. They rush to a rundown temple, and after Old Jin donates, the caretaker lets them store the coffin in a warehouse. To prevent any surprises, Yueling surrounds the coffin with glutinous rice and sprinkles horse blood on it. It's like laying out a luxury carpet for this coffin. When the aunt arrives and sees an extra coffin at the grave, she is utterly bewildered. Under Old Jin's questioning, the aunt pulls out a photo of her father with a Japanese man. She mentions that the monk, nicknamed Fox, is a famous Feng Shui master. She says Fox chose the grave paper for her father, triggering Old Jin's memory of the deceased's last words. She asks Old Jin to deal with the coffin and promises to compensate them later. Meanwhile, everyone decides to exorcise that flower snake first, then burn the coffin by daytime. While eating, Old Jin casually learns from the caretaker that a while back, a bunch of tomb raiders tried to dig up a nameless grave, but since there were gods guarding the burial site, these raiders managed to dig nothing, and some even got caught on the spot. Stuff left by raiders is still in the temple. Old Jin decides not to get involved, just handle the coffin tomorrow. As they sleep, the apprentice dreams the caretaker told him his organs were taken by a monster. It's sleep paralysis. He scribbles a spell to break the curse, but when he can't find the caretaker, he starts to feel uneasy. So he wakes Yueling, who's napping alone in the car, to check out the coffin, only to be yanked back by his late grandmother. Grandma warns him about the dangers inside, but he couldn't let his apprentice face the threat alone. When they get to the warehouse, they find the coffin lid broken and rice and horse blood all over the ground. They suspect the dumpling just might have made it. Then he discovers a samurai helmet inside and a black wing outside. As he's about to inspect it, bam! A 2-meter-tall giant stands at the doorway. Oh boy, I've got the secret code ready. Even though Yueling tries to chat with the dumpling in Japanese, he ends up getting bossed around like a slave. When Yueling looks up, he sees the dumpling is already standing on the roof. Now that's some dramatic flair. Hearing the noise, the apprentice raises a rod to attack the dumpling, but its armor makes it a challenge. What do I do now? His mind goes blank, and before Yueling can react, the apprentice is controlled by the dumpling. The dumpling stretches out its claws and digs into his abdomen. Just as it's about to jump on Yueling, the nearby pagoda suddenly grabs the dumpling's attention. The dumpling looks up, clasped hands chants, then bursts into flames. When Old Jin and the refined master show up, they can't believe their eyes. The dumpling turns into a fireball, swirling in the air like it's searching for its owner. After antics, the fireball zooms toward its target. Seeing the apprentice alive, they rush him to the hospital. The doctor manages to stabilize the apprentice's condition, but with some internal damage, Hell needs to be monitored for. When Old Jin hears the term spinal cord, he suddenly notices a message on the wall. The border between North and South Korea, after WW2, is described as the spine of humanity. After taking a glance, it hits him. He quickly drives back to the little temple. Digging through leftover gear, he finds a Feng Shui journal in a drawer with a raider's photo, Iron Blood League, our land, our comrades inscribed on the back. From the diary, Old Jin learns these weren't grave robbers at all but patriotic Feng Shui masters. Turns out, the meaning behind Fox Cuts the Tiger is starting to surface. He returns to the nameless grave, hoping to unearth some nails or swords, only to be startled by a loud boom and spot the dumpling there. Luckily, it's daytime, so the dumpling can't do much. Back home, Old Jin gathers everyone, saying the map showed the tiger's movement before Korea's division. The nameless grave's gold tail inscription marks the tiger's spine. A Fox Feng Shui master drove a nail there to destroy Korea's boy. This explains Fox Cuts the Tiger. The Iron Blood League stayed in the temple to uncover Fox plot. Dumpling's mission is to guard the iron nail. Old Jin warns, if it cannot be removed, Korea will remain forever divided. For future generations, Old Jin insists that the iron nail must be taken out, Otherwise, the dumpling will wreak havoc in its defense. Seeing old Jin's firmness, Yueling and the master struggle but decide to face hardship with him. Yueling admits defeating the big dumpling won't be easy, but he has a plan to hold it off for half an hour or to play it safe. He draws golden symbols on faces to repel dumplings. As evening falls, they climb the mountain. They toss the dumpling's favorite fish into a wooden pit as bait, tossing it all the way to a big old tree. From 2 a.m., a large hand unexpectedly emerges from the pit and grabs the little fish. Then, the dumpling bursts out from the ground, hungrily grabbing the little fish and chowing down. Yueling promptly ignites a bundle of mugwort that she had prepared in advance, swiftly stuffing it into the hollow of the ancient withered tree, watching as clouds of smoke continuously billow out from the tree's cavities, completely enveloping the entire old tree in a shroud of smoke. The dumpling approaches the big tree and spots its helmet left at the temple, while Yueling disguises himself behind the tree. Meanwhile, old Jin and the refined master are already at the wooden pit, digging with all their might.